We'll see here for a few minutes if anybody comes in on our members live. And might not be the good night for it. And if nobody comes in, then I will do a recording. Hello, hello. Who's in? Who's in here? Hello, hello to our members. Who's in here? You want to chat? Should be members only here. Can you chat in the chat box? Hello. I think this should be for members only. Hey, Charles, there you are. Are you a member? I didn't know you were a member. Thank you. Welcome in. Welcome in. We'll see if anybody else joins, Charles. And then can you, I think YouTube told me to do it vertical only. Who else is here? And I think a lot of people are not able to do vertical. So I'm not sure how well this will go, but apparently vertical only. Maybe I should do horizontal for members only as well. So how you been, Charles, while we wait? There's 2 other people here. Anybody else want to say hi? Hey, Helen, how are you? How are you? Yeah, thank you, everybody, for being here. Anybody else want to talk? Say hi from the bushes. There's 5 people. I think this is streaming members only. So just tonight, what I wanted to do. Hello, Jewel. There you are, sweetie. Thank you so much. You've been waiting for those guys to rest. To rest the Walter. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. To arrest Walter. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, yes. So thank you for saying that. Hope Pixie's getting better. Oh, Jewel, thank you so much. And for all of you for being members and supporting the channel, I just have to say thank you so much. And for your extra help. Jewel, you're always donating. I really appreciate that. She's in the crate right now. She's not too happy. We'll let a few more people come in. I'll talk for a little bit about an update on that. And then I'll let you know what I was starting to say. I just saw on Josh on the Lab. Does everybody here follow Josh on the Lab? That tonight at 10, John Lamb and Chris McDonough from the interview room did an interview with Nanos, and the title is Arrests Coming Soon. That's wild news. Let's hope that's correct. And Pixie, and then we'll get into the slideshow here. Pixie is doing better. She's not 100% out of the woods yet. She's in the crate. She's true to her name because pixies are a little devilish, and she's gotten out of her little confined area a couple times so she could cuddle with me. She's so cute. But the first couple days was pretty traumatic, but she's coughing a lot less. So we may have to go back to a follow-up with the vet, but we'll see. Okay, let's see if you guys can. We're not going to do a long live today. Let me tell you what I thought we would do today is I would explain to you remote viewing, what it is, and briefly my process. And then what I wanted to do is also, if you guys are interested in learning it, you'll have to tell me, because remote viewing is not anything like you're not born with the ability to remote view. it's a scientific process that anybody can do and learn if you want to practice. So what I thought I would do today is just do a brief explanation with questions if you have any. And then we're going to start doing the members' lives the first and the last Sunday of every month. So today is, because we missed it, Sunday because of Pixie's emergency. Again, my sincere apologies. The next live is Sunday, this coming Sunday, August 2nd. So I thought for those that were interested that I would share with you the process. You can listen to it. And then if you wanted to do this, it's totally up to you. You've got, this is for you guys. If you want to practice it, do some homework. Hey, Levi, my grandson's here. Do some homework on it. Then next members live, we can go in. You guys can come in on StreamYards. Charles, you know how to do that. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. And we can practice. We can work on Nancy Guthrie together if you're interested. So anybody in here interested in that, or do you just want to learn the process tonight? Give me some feedback. And if you want the link below and you want to talk or ask a question, then I'll put this here in the chat here. You can come up off camera. I want this to be interactive. And where's everybody coming from, by the way? So you can click on the link and then you can come on in and ask me. And next time, I know StreamYard again, or not StreamYard, rather, I'm in the YouTube creator community, which I owe you guys a big thanks to. It's literally 0.01% of YouTube channels that get picked, and it's an incredible opportunity where I'm getting to learn. Hey, Paul, nice to see you from England. Wow, awesome. Awesome, nice to see you here. It's an opportunity to learn all the things, the YouTube algorithm, if you will, and the hiccups in YouTube. And so they're suggesting live streams that are vertical, but I think for the next members only, I have a feeling that a lot of people and our members will find out, watch from computers and desktop. But anyway, so if you're interested in learning remote viewing, say I, yes, Uncle Alert. Oh, Jules, thank you. What is this? What is this? What does Uncle Alert mean? UNC. Thank you. What does that mean? I don't know what that means, honey. Just let me know. So anybody interested in learning, do you want to go through the process tonight? Why don't we do that tonight since you're here? Because nobody's saying, I want to learn it for homework. So why don't I explain to you briefly the process? And it's my grandson. It's about 10, 20, 35 minutes to prepare. And then, so I don't know, I just pressed it. Oh, thank you. Okay. Thank you. So I don't, so let's do that forever. Anybody that wants to walk through the process, I'll pull up the actual videos that I use in remote viewing. Okay. So remote viewing, let's make sure this slide's moving forward. Cancel. Supposed to be moving like a slide. You know me and technology, everybody. Hang on. I really don't like, as much as I'd like to learn it, I have a major headache. Ah, sweetie. Okay. No worries. Okay, so why don't you tell me in the chat while I'm fixing this, what do you want to see on some next members' lives? Because we're going to do 2 a month. And I just don't know why the slide's not working. What is a star seed? Okay, great question. Okay, a star seed is the belief that a lot of spiritual people believe. Dolores Cannon, she would be, here we go. Got her book right here in my nightstand. Dolores Cannon would believe that in this book, it's called The 3 Waves of Volunteers and the New Earth. So she explains that when she was doing hypnotherapy with patients, a lot of them would talk about things that they experienced, that they recalled learning or experiencing or living through, and what she deemed afterwards as a hypnotherapist as past life experiences. And so she writes about her experiences and how she categorized people coming back, souls coming back to Earth from reincarnations. So it's interesting you asked this because this is in my book. If you want to believe scientifically, everything is energy. Hey, Joanne, how are you, sweetie? I'm gonna answer this question and I'm gonna get into the remote viewing. Scientifically, we are all energy. In fact, I heard Deepak Chopra speak years ago in Ottawa here, and Deepak Chopra is a famous doctor who talks a lot about spirituality and energy and consciousness and everything. And I was blown away. I was at the NAC in Ottawa, and he was talking about how a banana is the same physiological makeup as a human. A banana to a star to a human. That really and truly, the only differences in our molecular makeup are between a banana and a table is the speed. Thank you, Paul. Nice to see you. Welcome. Is the speed with which the particles are turning together, because when you look at an atom and an energy, there's more vacant, void, dark space, empty matter than there is particles. And so he was talking about it's really like a table and a human and a dog. The only difference is with what we spin. The spin that keeps us together, keeps us whole, is the vibration of energy in motion. Okay. Now, in that concept, if you believe, which has been proven through science, everything is energy and energy cannot be killed. It can only be transmuted into something else. So if we're transmuting energy and we live in that concept scientifically, then the human soul never dies. It comes in a new body, in a new life form. And according to Dolores Cannon, a lot of earth angels and star seeds, and I believe indigo kids with autism and whatnot, are actually coming here from other planetary systems that are more advanced, more compassionate, more telepathic, have better ability to do psychic things. And they're here deliberately to bring in the new earth, to bring in the new dawn, the new earth. Well, it's not my stuff. Don't give me credit. Thank you, but don't give me credit. So that we're all here to evolve and learn. Okay, so that is spiritual. That her theories can't be proven, but part of it can, the energy of a soul. So now let's get into remote viewing. I'm going to probably have to do this because I wish I had just done it both views, but I'm going to, because I can't get the slide to work for some reason, because, I'm technologically inefficient. But anyway, let's move on. So I'm going to, I have knowledge. Yes, I do. So remote viewing is very different. And it's actually a great question, because it's not based in theory. It's based in science. Okay. Remote viewing is based in science. And here what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up just so you can see. I just did a little Google stuff because I wanted you to see, not from my perspective, but, from chat or Genesis's perspective. So it's extrasensory in that it takes our mind, if we get ready for it, into what is considered the subconscious state, and to a state that we're not full on sleeping, but our ego and our ability to form analytical conscious decisions and choices is suppressed, because we're remote viewing the state of our brain is in a relaxed state where our subconscious is coming forward, and it is built on the concept. Yeah, exactly. So that's exactly it. So when you have the ability to control your dreams, that's very much can be. And in remote viewing, it's called astral travel in dreams, is almost the same concept. And I used to have these as a child. Well, they developed in my teenage years, and they were horrible. And when I was working with the Jack and Lily case on this channel, I was getting my premonition dreams where I get visions in my dreams. So it's very much the concept that you hear a lot of scientists say that time is, and scientists are saying it, not just spiritual people, that time is a human condition, that it's the human that created time, that in the spiritual world, there is no time. Out in the universe and the galaxies and the stars, time doesn't exist. So in that concept of remote viewing, when we meditate ourselves down, you're familiar with astral travel? Have you experienced that a few times? Yeah, it's cool, right? Yes, absolutely. And so when you connect energetically through the remote viewing experience, you are basically tapping into what we would call in the human experience a different timeline. But it's not necessarily a timeline. We're setting the intention in the remote viewing experience of what we want to see and what our intentions are, what we want to get out of it. So I had inadvertently, for as far as astral travel, let's talk about that, and then I'll go back to what I had inadvertently done. Astral travel is a similar concept, except it's more almost like your whole body is leaving and looking in and peeking in. And so I used to get premonition dreams that they had started when I was a teenager, which is very much astral travel, where I would be all of a sudden in my dream in the middle of a horrific scene, seeing boaters drowning, or a murder, a stabbing, a rape, a robbery. And often they would be in the local paper here. When I grew up in Ottawa, Canada, the capital, they would be in the paper. And it was something I dismissed in my teens. It was weird, but I was just, too busy and a teenager to really understand and think about it. But then they resurfaced in my 30s, and it was extremely traumatic for me. And so I asked my guides, I don't want these anymore. And they went through the process of retraining me in my sleep on how to get a vision in my sleep without interrupting my sleep, but also being able in an astral travel way, like I'm in a scene, but I can do like you're talking about, Paul, where I am now interacting in the scene, asking questions, retaining that information in that clip, and then coming out of it and still sleeping and waking up the next morning remembering it. And that took my guides quite a few years. It took me to learn, because I'd get a vision and I would like wake up out of my sleep and it would startle the bejesus out of me at first. It took quite a while for me to learn how to do it, because I could not live anymore. I wanted flashes. I don't want to witness the whole murder. That's way too traumatic for me. And that's what I was getting as a teenager. So they're similar, but they're different. So let me show you this. So let me remove this, add this. I don't even know if you can see, because I don't like this format at all. So in remote viewing, okay, remote viewing is, hang on. You guys still see me? I don't know what my camera's doing. Hang on. Okay, so remote viewing, can you guys see this now? Remote viewing is a scientific process. And it's actually, so let's read what it says. It's the practice of seeking impressions about a distant or hidden target using extrasensory perception, ESP, or sensing with the mind. So you're looking at, now, often it's a blind target you're looking for. So I'm using it in a different sense than what it was used for by the CIA. So it's blind targets where the viewer is given a set of random coordinates or a number, knowing absolutely nothing about the location, object, or person beforehand. And then, unlike other traditional psychic readings, remote viewing follows strict scientific style steps to prevent guessing. So the data recording, the viewer writes down or sketches the thoughts, textures, colors, and shapes rather than naming the object directly. And yes, the government, they started what's called the Stargate process. There's others as well. And I've got documents on this whole scientific studies of the CIA. During the Cold War, the United States government was very interested in learning more about remote viewing. You can Google it. It's all over YouTube. You can look up spy for the CIA remote viewer. There's tons of people that were taught this to become spies for the United States. From 1970s to 1995, the United States Army, the CIA, the DIA funded the secret program known as Project Stargate to use remote viewing for military espionage. And the results were that viewers were tasked with locating Soviet Union aircraft, American hostages, and foreign nuclear facilities. The project was shut down in 1995 after the CIA commissioned a report concluded that remote viewing was not reliable. Now, they used it for 25 years before they said it was not reliable. So I don't know what that means, but they stopped the Cold War. Yeah, could be. So the reason that was such a great question is because when you're remote viewing, you are not getting, you're getting a flash, picture watching a movie on a screen. And picture that movie now in black and white. And you're watching a movie and that, your power goes out. And you know that flash just before the power gets out, like a split second? That's what you're getting in a remote viewing. So you're getting an impression, which is a visual. It can be an emotional sense of something. It can be, colors and numbers for myself. I can hear things being said as well. But it's for the most part, it's like a flash on a screen, like a black and white. And you've got to be able to interpret what that is meaningful, what it means to you objectively without getting into your analytical brain. And what I didn't realize in 2008, when I was working as a single mom in real estate, I bought a program called HemiSync, which I had no idea. I was priming my brain for remote viewing because the HemiSync process with Bill Harris at the Centerpoint Institute, which is where I studied it and learned it, I was doing it for work efficiency. I'm a single mom in real estate, self-employed. I need to get productive and get as much love and peace. Thank you for being here. Thanks for becoming a new member or subscriber. So I learned it, the HemiSync, to balance my brain and be more productive. I had no idea that I was literally preparing for remote viewing, but everybody can learn. Everybody can learn. And again, this was used for, in the government and whatnot. And the government studied and used it. So my steps are very easy. I want to just tell you, one of the steps is HemiSync or HoloSync, which is the name of the Centerpoint Institute. And that is sound technology. It's literally just sound technology designed to synchronize your brain waves. So let me pull it up. And what I do is it's 4 steps. 3 steps in preparation for remote viewing. One is you always want to be in a neutral, meditative, peaceful, tranquil state. So I love Tree of Life on YouTube, but let me just pull some of these up for you so I can show you. Is anybody interested in walking through this and me actually playing it tonight, or is that too much for tonight and we don't want to do that? Let me know, because this is always about you guys. I'm trying to get this darn thing out of the way. I don't know why it's doing that. Anybody else want to learn? You guys are so quiet. You're so quiet. You want to learn? Okay, so let me show you. This is Bill Harris, Centerpoint Institute. If anybody's interested, it's a research institute. This is where I bought all the tapes in 2008. Had no idea. This is Bill Harris, and he founded the Centerpoint Institute, and he's this longtime student of the brain and groundbreaking brain research, contemporary psychology, evolution of nonlinear systems, the threshold of the mind, and all that stuff, okay? So that is Bill Harris, the Centerpoint Institute. So in other words, it's not like pseudo, woo-woo. It's science-based, and people are researching it and studying it. And so, yes, so I start with a simple, I'll tell you my steps, and then whoever wants to walk through it tonight and try, because it's really not complicated. I start with a Tree of Life. Let me pull up a Tree of Life video. And again, my apologies. I'm going to do the next one, not just this way, but maybe horizontal and vertical. So Tree of Life. So I just pull up any Tree of Life video. I really like this one here. Okay. I personally like this one. And the point for the first phase is we want to calm down. We want to de-stress. Okay, so I just take 10 minutes of a Tree of Life meditation. And if I'm really stressed, I'm going to do an hour of it. I want to get myself in a place where I feel very meditative. Like you've just had a yin yoga session. You've just gone for, a power jog, or, you've been on whatever, a bicycle ride or whatever it was, a hike or whatever you did to just be really zen. That's what I do. If I'm not super stressed, I get 10 minutes to prepare. And then I pull up on YouTube a hemi-sync video. Sorry, y'all. I got this stupid tab today that just won't leave. Then I pull up a hemi-sync video. So I'll just show you this, and then whoever wants to practice can stay. And then it's this specific one that I pull up. Okay, binaural beats, the gateway experience, and I'll show you which one that is. This one right here. I listen to this for 10 minutes, and that balances your brain. And then I go into this. And I really don't like this format because it's so small for me to work with. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, because I got this stupid thing in the front. It's so annoying. I got this weird, I don't know what's going on, this weird thing in the front of my cursor, and I can't barely type or see. Remote viewing guided meditation. There's several. I've tried several. This one's by Nikki Sutton. and she talks you down, and it's my favorite one. And then you listen to this, and she walks you through until about the 15th minute mark. You're now remote viewing, and step 4 is you're just making sure you're noting the visions, the perceptions, and in her meditation, she's guiding us through to set the intention for what you want to see. So let's, tonight when we practice, let's do, I want to see Nancy Guthrie's resting place. Because it would be really cool if more than one of us did it. Because what I'm hoping that if you guys are interested in doing this, maybe we get a group together and we actually work on the case together. But it really depends on you guys if you're interested in that. So she walks us through to set the intention. And then what the hardest part about remote viewing is making sure that you're still in that state. So you're getting impressions, but you're writing what your impression is. You're not analyzing. You're not saying, oh, that makes no sense. That doesn't seem right. You're not judging. You just log your impressions. Flashed, saw this, felt this, sensed this, right? And you're just logging them and writing them down. And that's the process. It's not complicated. It's literally a scientific process to get your brain in the right status, the right homeostasis state. And that's it. So anybody want to give it a go other than Joanne? Joanne, do you like the idea of maybe a group working on it with the Nancy Guthrie case, or? So we can try it now. We got 10 minutes of Tree of Life where everybody's just going to meditate. 10 minutes of hollow hemi-sync. And then 15 minutes. You're going to need 5 minutes. You're not going to be able to get the impressions long enough for more than, honestly, a minute or two at the max. And you're going to take the notes, and then you can share what you find, what you found at the end. And it just experience it. So let's go through it. Let's practice it today. Let's just go through the process. It's very meditative and relaxing, the whole process. Oh, Joan, I'm sorry, honey, Joni. Sorry, honey, Joan, sorry. I've always, yeah, okay, I see now. I don't know why I'm calling you Joanne, but Joan. Okay, Joan, thank you. Okay, so get a notepad and or a piece of paper, a pen and a napkin or whatever. And let's listen in. We'll start the first process. I'll start the timing. Oh, and I wanted to mention, did I mention? Yeah, I did mention. Josh is doing on the lab tonight, 10 p.m. with Chris McDonough and John from the interview room. Apparently they did an interview. I know a lot of us here watched them. A lot of us watched them. So they did the interview room. They're going to do it on the lab rather. John and Chris from the interview room interviewed Nanos, and apparently he claims there's arrests coming soon. So I'm going to be watching it. So I just wanted to let you know. Okay, so let's get into this. Everybody get your pen and your paper. Do you have any questions before we start? Is everybody getting ready and prepared to give this a go? Do you need a bit more time? Let me know. And thank you, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. And then we're going to do our members' lives, like I said, the first and last Sunday of every month. Today was a makeup day because of my pet emergency Sunday. Again, my apologies. So, okay, so let's go. I'm going to start this. We're going to start with, it's 7:03. We're going to start with 10 minutes. At the very least, you're going to get some pure blissful meditation. I'm going to put my screen off. We'll just listen for 10 minutes. Step 2, now we're getting into a theta state. This is the heavy sync. Step 2 for 10 minutes.
Remote view a place anywhere. Welcome, I'm Nikki Sutton. Subscribe for weekly guided meditations just for you. Please refrain from listening while driving or doing anything else. Make sure you'll be undisturbed. Dim the lights and lay or sit in a very comfortable position. Close your eyes and follow the sound of my voice. Remote viewing is viewing a place, people, or an object at any distance remotely. In doing this, we utilize clairvoyance. Clairvoyance is seeing using the mind's eye, the third eye. We see images within the mind. Yes, it can feel like imagination, as clairvoyance is seen in the same way as imagination, daydreaming, or recalling a memory. The difference is the context, how the images just arrive in the mind and their vividness. First, I'll relax you down so that your subconscious mind is dominant. Lastly, if visualization is tricky for you, then try to use your sense of knowing or feeling about what's going on. Here we go. Become aware of your body. Draw your attention from the 3D world and become aware of your own beingness. Find any tense muscles in your body and release them. Move your focus to your feet, legs, and pelvis, and allow them to fully relax. Bring your awareness to your abdomen, your back, and your chest, and just imagine any tension or accumulated negative energy flowing out and away from your body. Now focus on your arms and shoulders. Experience a sinking down feeling as they fully relax. And to your neck and facial muscles. Your brow is softening and your jaw is loosening. You are feeling very peaceful and relaxed. Take a deep breath in for me now. And as you breathe out, fully release everything from the 3D world. And another deep breath in. And as you breathe out, step into your infinite potential. And one more deep breath in. And as you breathe out, experience a connection with all things everywhere. And breathe normally now. It's this connection that allows you to point your consciousness in any direction and view any place clairvoyantly via remote viewing. You don't need to travel using your astral body. You can simply view the place using clairvoyance. I want you to think of a place you'd like to remote view. You may or may not have seen it before. It may be a place you know of, but you've never seen it or been there. You could choose a place on Earth, or you can choose some place in our solar system, our galaxy, or outside of our galaxy. It's important to name the place for setting your intention, which we'll do in a moment. For example, the Pleiadian or the Arcturian solar system, Mars, the asteroid belt, the Amazon rainforest on Earth, London, England, or Auntie Betty's living room. Choose a place now. Next, set the clear intention to remote view this place and state it as follows, either out loud or within your mind. I am viewing, and then fill in the blank. So I am viewing, and then fill in the place. Go ahead. Okay, I'm going to count you down from 10 to 1, and your consciousness will be present at the place intended. No choosing, trying, or deciding. Just be open to images forming in your mind. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, switching your focus to that place. 6, 5, 4, 3, about to remote view. 2, and 1. And you're there. Take a few moments to allow the scene to form.
Don't push thought.
Allow shapes to become apparent. Shapes and the edges of things. Allow colors to appear. What do you see? Detail is appearing. Examine with your remote vision the objects appearing and people or beings if there are any. Take a few moments. If images are yet to form for you, know that this is not like meditation, where we might clear our mind of thought. In this process, we allow images to come in. So, a bit like having a daydream. What does it look like? You may observe movement there also. Take a few more moments. Okay, you can change your perspective. You can rise above or move location within the same place. Go ahead and see what you observe. Take a couple of minutes now to observe the location and commit to memory what you see. Alright, it's time to return now. I'll count you up from 1 to 10 and return you to normality. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Returning to normality now. 6, 7, 8. Feeling calm and relaxed. 9, 10. And you've arrived. Well done. Take a few moments and a few deep breaths. Go ahead. And you can open your eyes when ready. If your clairvoyance was flowing well, then that's wonderful. Well done. Sometimes we need more practice. So this meditation can be performed more than once. Perhaps write down what you've experienced today during your remote viewing to help you remember, and perhaps an opportunity will arise to validate what you've seen.
Oops. How's everybody feeling? We'll let you get wake up. Don't forget tonight to drink a lot of water. And does anybody want to share how they felt? Did you get any impressions? Was it successful? Where did you remote view? Or any questions at all? Did anybody have any challenges? Too cool. Do you want to share, Joan? Do you want to come up? I'll give you the link and you can tell us what you experienced. It's up to you. You can stay off camera if you want. I'll put it here. It's up to you, or you can type it in, whatever you're more comfortable with. You should, at the very least, feel super relaxed tonight. Sleep well. The hemisync is really good for production, for work production, and feeling balanced. I saw edges of dark green. You'll type it in. Okay, honey, no worries. And like I said, I encourage everybody to drink lots of water tonight. And yeah, if you like this and you want to keep practicing it, we can do that as in the members. So it'll be totally up to you guys. Anybody else want to share or have any more questions while Joan is typing in her experience? And also, for those of you that saw my Nolan Wells video, my remote viewing, Officer Tatum has confirmed that, and somebody else has confirmed that there is a friend that apparently just looks similar to what I had envisioned, that was handing out cocaine. And Nolan, I don't know if you saw the Nolan Wells, and if you're watching that case in my remote viewing, appears to have had alcohol and cocaine in his system. But anyways, so Joni, are you gonna, Joan, my dear, are you gonna type anything more? Does anybody have any questions? Because if we have no more questions, comments, anything at all, we'll call it a day. And I hope you guys are going to join. You saw dark green all around the edges, middle, dark gray, underwater, flash of yellow light, sun. I felt myself drop really quickly. Then the mossy green colors again. I asked to see. Is this for, Joan, is this for Nancy Guthrie's resting place, honey? You're welcome, Julie. How did you like it? Top view, bullet, nothing. Really? But out in nature. Top view. Yeah, out in nature. Interesting. Flash of yellow light. That's what I got. Remember I got flashes too? Oh my God, I got goosebumps. Do you remember I said I was getting flashes too? Top view. Underwater, flash, underwater. Interesting. Yeah, nature. You felt yourself drop really quickly, then the mossy green colors again. See, I remember I got the vision she was lowered into the ground. Remember? Is that what you're saying? You got this? See, this is what I was saying. Like, if a few of us wanted to get together, it'd be so cool because you're getting a different impression, but you're feeling lowered. I also got a vision of them lowering her into the ground, right? So it's kind of cool to collaborate that way. So that's very interesting. And you could feel yourself drop. Yeah. Yes, lowered. See, do you remember, Joan, do you remember when I said Nancy Guthrie, I had the vision of her being lowered into the ground? That's very interesting. But you see water. So what's so interesting, and I have to update everybody, and I will update everybody. What happened was Voices for the Missing had met with me on camera. And that last video I did, they didn't want me to share the location and tell everybody they were going looking. Then they were going to go look and let me know. And then they were going to get back to me, and they never did. So I just assumed they're not very interested in going and looking anymore. So that's what happened. Juice says, or Julie, I'm sorry, Julie. I saw a head that looked like an alien, then a big heart-shaped lock missing a key, black and white for you. Oh, so cool. What was your question? What were you remote viewing? Saw a head that looked like an alien. That's interesting. Then a big heart-shaped lock missing a key, black and white. Not really. You felt it was water. Interesting. Yeah, that's cool, Julie. Big heart-shaped lock missing a key. That's interesting. You know what that kind of reminds me of? That reminds me of that drawing that, that we watched Patriot Pride and that guy, Patriot Pride's Theory. I don't know. I'm getting like, when you say that, I'm getting that drawing, that vision. But tell me more. Anybody want to share? I was asking if someone was going to be arrested soon. Oh, no way. Heart-shaped lock missing a key. Well, that would be like they threw away the key, Julie. Is that what you're saying? Because that would be great. If you're coming in late, everybody, let me pull up Josh the Lab's channel, because he's doing a live tonight. Apparently, Chris McDonough and from the interview room, and John Lamb, who's his partner in crime. Hang on, let me just YouTube channel. Apparently, they just interviewed Sheriff Nanos, and I'm not sure if you guys know Bryant Nettons. Oh, the drawing. See, Joanne, see, that's what I was thinking. I don't know, Julie, you have to tell us what you think. But anyways, apparently they interviewed Nanos, according to Josh. Let me just pull up the lab here. He's going to be running a live tonight. Look at this, guys and girls. This is, if this is amazing, I think I'm going to jump up and down if there's an arrest. Like, I'm so going to be so excited. Here we go. Let's add. So Josh is running tonight. And my apologies again, everybody. Is anybody having a challenge with this format? He's doing it tonight. It's late. It's 10 o'clock. But the title, Nancy Guthrie Case, Nano Speaks with Chris McDonough and John Lamb. Nano says this will be solved soon. Now, do we believe him? Can we believe him? No question. So, Joan, you thought it was cool? I think that the LA were missing a key to solve the case. Oh, so interesting. So interesting, Julie. Yeah, so no, it's Josh on the lab. Here, let me give you this channel link at 10 o'clock tonight. Josh is hosting it tonight. So not on the interview room, on the lab. There's the link below for everybody. I don't believe a word out of his mouth. I know, that's the problem, eh? That is the problem. So how did you guys like this? Charles, I don't know if you're still here. Let me know if you're still here. Charles was in the chat. How did you all enjoy the process? And what do you want to see before we go? Do you want to do more of this next week, or what do you want? Because this Sunday night is our second live stream. I'm going to try 6:30 p.m. and see 7 p.m. I'm in Oregon. You loved it? Oh, good job. Okay, love it. I'm glad you loved it. It's really relaxing. Like, it's not scary. It's super relaxing. Let's do this again. You want to do it again? Okay. Anybody else? And Any other ideas? I thought I would do Q&As, but we want to have enough people that are interactive and have enough questions to do Q&As. Music made you sleepy? Well, hey, Sherry, if the very least you get is relaxation when you come here, that's amazing. I love it. So Carol, you liked it too? Could you want to share your experience? Helen, it was beautiful. Awesome. Thank you. It's super relaxing. Like I said, even if you don't get, I listen to meditation using those binaural beats. Yeah, it's really very relaxing. Sure, it's okay if you fall asleep. I almost did. If you fall asleep, you're getting too deep a sleep. So that's why it's really important to balance out how much you're getting into that hemisync state. That's why I'm not doing Tree of Life and the hemisync for longer than the 10 minutes each, because if you start to fall asleep, you're in a different state and you want to stay in theta. So you're super relaxed, but not like almost falling asleep. We might have gone a little too far. So it's going to depend on how tired you are that day. So it's kind of, it's a little bit iffy, but yeah, you don't want to fall asleep because you still want to be in your subconscious at your theta level. So you guys want to do more practice? It helps with migraines too. Okay, well, let's do that. We'll do a next time we'll do more practice. Why don't we set the intention to do, once we're in the remote viewing, we can go back and ask another question. So why don't we do 2 or 3 Nancy Guthrie's? We'll just get right into the remote view, a quick 5-minute recap, right into the process. Time of day is probably key for you. What time works for you, Julie? And then we can ask 2 or 3 questions and see and compare our results. You saw the desert and you heard an end? Oh, no way. So you saw her in the desert too. Peaceful color, beautiful flowers with family that has passed. Thank you so very much. Oh, no way. You like this time? Okay. How does this time work for North End? North End of the desert, where is? Sherry, is that you saying North End of the desert? Like, are you talking, have you been following where I was at the research institute there? Is when you say North End, I don't know what you mean, of what part of the desert. And can you just all confirm that next week, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, so same time on Sunday night? So that would be, let me just get this exact date here, August 2nd. So this Sunday night, August 2nd, somewhere there's so much desert. I know, Julie, I know that's the problem, right? It's like literally looking for a needle in a haystack, right? Literally looking for a needle in a haystack. I just have to tell you how much I was looking forward to this tonight, everybody. Park, interesting. So are you thinking the Saguaro National Park where I've been looking? Is that what you think, Sherry? I just wanted to hang out with some friends and chat tonight. So I'm gonna go hang out with my grandson now, but I'm really, really was happy to do this. So we'll make it the same time Sunday night, and then we'll just go from there. We'll see what you guys want to do next. I can do a live remote viewing with you for Nancy Guthrie. I can do tarot if you want to learn spiritual stuff, Q&A. We're just going to play it by ear, but I'm open to whatever you guys would like. If I'm here for you, I want you to get the most out of the experience. So I'm looking for feedback. And if you feel more comfortable sending me an email for what you would like, then feel free to do that as well. I'll put my email here. And if we don't have any more questions, I'm going to call it a night, and then look for Nolan Wells' update tomorrow on another remote view. And then Nancy Guthrie again. I'll be doing another video on Thursday. Oh, you're all the way in Sweden, Helen. Wow, that's amazing. Welcome. Thank you, sweetie, for being here. How do you all feel about, because I might introduce lives for the public, and then, oh, he's 36. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to your son, Joan. Awesome. So tell him we say happy birthday. What's his name? I I might introduce lives as well into the public. And then from a public live 1 day a week, we go into another members live. So I'm working on a few concepts. So that's why I want to make sure you guys are getting the benefit of this and you enjoy it. Sean, well, happy birthday to Sean. Tell him we say happy birthday. He doesn't want me to sing for him though. So, trust me. Okay, everybody, let's call it a wrap. We'll see you Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll practice it again. I'll just do a quick recap. We'll go into it. We'll set a couple of intentions that are consistent for everybody with Nancy Guthrie. And then we'll see and compare our results. I think it's pretty cool. I'm really excited that you guys tried it and you enjoyed it. And it's not hard. It's really not hard. Okay, everybody. Thank you again. Love and light. I really appreciate you being here. Look out for Nolan Wells tomorrow, Nancy Guthrie Thursday, and the members live Sunday night, same time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. See you soon. Thanks again for being here and for supporting me in the members only. I'm glad you liked it, Carol. I'm glad you liked it. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Love and light. See you soon.